Morning, everybody. Steve here. I'm sitting here this morning enjoying a nice cup of coffee while I get ready to go through my morning ritual. And I actually have this little work checklist that I go through for the morning and night. So every morning I have like a routine I go through every single morning: hydrating, stretching, brushing, flossing, meditating. I think about 10 things I'm grateful for. I read 5 pages of a book and I fill it out. This is the book I'm going through right now, Think and Grow Rich. Now this video isn't about going through my morning ritual and my night ritual, but I'm just sitting here and I'm thinking like how grateful I am that over the last year, and really over the last 12 or 13 years, I've spent a lot of time, money, and resources investing in my self-development, investing in myself. And a lot of people, they used to laugh at me. You're reading all these books, you're spending thousands of dollars to travel across the country to attend, Tony Robbins, events and classes. And, Tony Robbins is only one of my mentors, but a lot of people used to always laugh at me, right? Like, you should be investing your time and money into, stocks and, businesses, and you should be investing in these certain products or private label, this and that. And of course, those are forms of investment, right? But there's nothing better than investing in yourself, getting to know yourself, reflecting. Like spending 5-10 minutes in the morning just meditating, reflecting, thinking about what do you want to accomplish for the day. Like at the end of the day, one of the things that I do, and again, I'm not going to make this into a whole morning night ritual, but one of the things that I do is I go through my wins for the day. So I write down 3 wins. I go through 3 challenges, 3 things I want to improve, 3 lessons, 3 things I'm grateful for, I appreciate, my focuses, and then I've got some other things. And it only takes 5 minutes, right? Like my morning ritual is only 5 minutes, my night ritual is only 5 minutes. It doesn't take that long. Well, my morning ritual is probably like 20 minutes actually, because I got to read and stretch and stuff. But there's no better investment you can make, especially, it doesn't matter your age, but especially if you're young. Like reading every day, 5 pages per day, doesn't seem like much, but that's like literally like a half a book to a book per month. So if you don't read, like if you read 0 pages per day compared to just 5 pages, that's reading 0 books compared to 6 to 12 books per year. And that's just one little example, right? And when you're young, all the decisions that you make, and of course, the older you get as well, but you have time on your side. When you're young, right? If you're watching this in your 20s and your 30s, all these little things that you're doing aren't going to make a huge difference in the short term, right? Meditating, reflecting, thinking, being grateful, learning new skills, reading for 5 to 10 minutes, attending a business conference or networking a couple times per week, even just like sending out a birthday card or, showing appreciation to people. Like these things don't matter a ton, like in the short term, like because there hasn't been enough time that has gone by, but over a year, 3 years, 5 years, 10 years, 20 years, these shape you into, your future self. And your future self can be a millionaire or your future self can be broke. Like I was just thinking recently, and this is one of the reasons I wanted to make this video, literally a year ago, I was about 210 pounds, right? And this morning, I just weighed in while I'm in Las Vegas right now, okay? When most people are out drinking and smoking and enjoying themselves and eating like junk. Like I've been on my freaking purpose the last year. I weighed in this morning, and this has been on my vision board for the last 3 years, and I've had nothing but excuses because I wanted to fit in, I wanted to be normal, I wanted to, have good balance in my life. And until I said to myself, you want to know what? I'm going to start becoming extreme. I'm going to really start doing things that nobody's doing. I'm going to start tracking all my calories in my FitnessPal app. I'm going to be traveling with a food scale. I'm going to be making sure I hit my protein goals. I'm going to be making sure that I'm counting my steps every single day. I'm going to hire a coach. I hired a health coach, a fitness coach. I hired a personal trainer. I ended up getting rid of them because it wasn't the best fit. But this morning I weighed in and I hit 180 pounds. So this is what I look like. About 2 years ago, I was 235 pounds, and today I hit 180 pounds. And I was just reflecting, that's the reason I want to make this video. The reason that I have been able to make such a big change in the last 2 years is because I invested in myself. And I took time to work on myself. I took time to think, I took time to reflect, and up until about 2017, I was really just fat and out of shape, and I lost the weight from about 2018 to 2017 to 2021. I had kept off the weight. I had dropped 40 or 50 pounds, but then I put on a ton of weight. So I had to take time to reflect. I had to take time to think about what were the mistakes that I made. I had to think about what are the things that caused me to be out of shape my whole entire life until about 2017, where I made a big change. But then 4 years later, I went back and gained a ton of weight. I had to really think about those things. And for me, a lot of it comes down to trying to make other people happy, putting other people first over you. You know, it's like the example of if your plane is going down, right? They say you got to put on your oxygen mask first, because if you pass out and you're unconscious, you're not going to be able to help anybody. And it's the same in life, right? Society teaches us to put everybody else first, and that's the worst thing you could do. Of course, you want to take care of your family, you want to take care of your kids, you want to be there for, you know, people in relationships and business partners and different things like that. But we need to put ourselves first. And I'm not a super religious man, but lately I feel like I am starting to look towards maybe God or religion. I've been starting to there's been something that's been magnetic, where I grew up in a family where we didn't talk about God or religion or anything like that. My dad was Jewish, my mom was, I think it's called Episcopalian, so I don't really know much about it, but recently I've been reading more, and I've even been starting to listen to Christian rap music, because it's gotten to a point where I'm really trying to think more positive and put myself in a more positive state. And you start listening to some of this rap and hip hop, and it's just killing and murdering and sex and all these things. And I'm thinking to myself, this probably isn't good to be putting into my subconscious mind. So something happened a couple months ago where I started listening to all this Christian rap music. And big shout out to my boy Jameson Philippi. I'm actually here in Las Vegas for his wedding. And I was telling him about this, and he's like, dude, I love it. He's super into it. So he's been sending me all these new artists and stuff. And some of these musicians and artists are just so talented, and their message is so clean and pure. It just started to have me thinking more about God and religion and all that stuff. So I know you might think this is kind of weird to talk about, but yeah, as you start to grow and invest in yourself and better yourself, and you're reading and working on yourself, you start to have these little aha moments and epiphanies, and yeah, feeling really good. Just wanted to share that with you. And back to what I was talking about before, some people will say again, you're traveling, you're in Las Vegas, don't worry about food, eat what you want, just eat junk food, have some drinks, enjoy yourself. Why are you bringing a freaking food scale with you and a scale to weigh yourself? I brought on my check bag, you're not even gonna believe it, you're gonna laugh. I have a funny story. I brought both of those scales, and in my check bag, I literally brought a portable electric stove. I'm not even kidding. It was a small, little, not a campfire one, but it's really tiny. It's not gas, it's electric. And I brought a freaking pan. I'm not even kidding. I brought an electric stove and a pan, and I put it in my check bag. And when my girlfriend and I were checking it in, with TSA, they literally opened it up and pulled it out, and they were showing everybody what the heck, who brings an electric stove with them? And it's just so extreme. It is. It's so extreme. It's so crazy and wild. And as I share this story, you're probably thinking rake and profit is literally a whack job. But what you have to understand is when you start to invest in yourself and you're feeling so good, I've been eating nothing, 100% clean, but whole foods, nothing but ground beef, steak, rice, sweet potato, eggs, fruits, vegetables. I've been eating so clean. I've been treating my body, especially the last couple of months. I've been leveling up, and the results are becoming faster and faster, but I've been feeling so good, and my thoughts have just been, becoming more pure. I don't know, when you put really healthy food and you hydrate yourself and you take care of yourself, and I've been doing this again for the last year. I've dropped 26 pounds the last 2 years, about 50 pounds, but I've been feeling so good eating healthy. It's for me, it's not extreme. Think of it like this, okay? When you feel absolutely amazing, you don't need to go on vacation. I'm on a vacation right now at my buddy's wedding, but for me, drinking alcohol doesn't, for me, it's not enjoyable. Why do I want to get all super dehydrated and feel like crap, and then I'm going to get a terrible sleep, and then the next day I'm not going to be able to work out, and then it's it leads from one thing to another. Before you know it, I'm going to be eating a pizza, and for me, I literally feel like I'm an addict when it comes to a lot of these things, right? Eating junk food. Once I start eating it, I can't stop. Once I start drinking, I can't stop. Once I, start smoking some weed, or I was addicted to nicotine. I quit that about 8 or 9 months ago. I have the type of personality when, I start doing something, I go 100%. So yeah, I know I'm all over the place right now, but for me, I had to do these extreme things to start getting extreme results, and everybody has to do what's best for them, and you have to figure out what works best for you, what foods works best for you, what lifestyle works best for you. But when you finally find what is working for you and you're getting results and you're feeling good, don't feel like you have to be balanced. Don't feel like you have to make everybody else happy. Don't feel like you have to put everybody else first. You've got to put yourself first, right? And again, some people are going to say it's extreme, some people it's going to say it's crazy, but I truly do believe when you invest in yourself and you create the best version of yourself, you can help your family 10x. You can help your friends 10x. You can add 10x more value in your business. And at the end of the day, you could be 10x happier. Right? For the longest time, I was gauging my success based on, how much money I had in my bank account, or how my investments were doing, or my sales on Amazon. And I've really gotten to the point lately where I just don't give a rat's ass what anybody else thinks. And, I've had challenges where my social media numbers are way down. Like some of my course sales, because I used to sell like different courses and stuff, they're down. A lot more people are like kind of just not interested in Amazon because it's becoming harder, and like I really beat myself up sometimes thinking like I'm not good enough and this and that, but it's a bunch of BS. And what I've realized lately, and this is kind of like my mindset, is you know what? Sometimes in life the outside reality hasn't caught up to who you are as a person. And sometimes in life, maybe your results aren't where you want them to be, but if you invest in yourself and you're spending time every day eating healthy and exercising and working on your health and fitness, and you're really investing in yourself and you're developing yourself, there is never going to be a time where somebody is investing 100% in themselves and they're doing it for 3, 6, 9, 12 months and their life doesn't change. Sometimes your results just haven't caught up yet, right? So yeah, guys, just wanted to break down this video. I'm in a really cool little, it's called the Art Bar over here in Old Vegas, Fremont Street. I'm staying at I think it's called the Grand. It's right next to the Mob Museum. We actually went to the Mob Museum yesterday. It was really cool. But I'm just out here enjoying myself, just taking in the view out here. But just want to make this video, guys. I appreciate you all. Much love, and I'll see you in the next one. Bye.